Mark back with you for another exciting review. This one's going to be the Maratac cr123. Alright, so this is not a new flashlight to me. I've had this a while, probably about a year. For those of you who aren't familiar with copper, the color that you can see a little bit on the side here, that's part of the patina process. As copper starts to patina, it takes on this lovely blue, sort of purple tint that only picks up in certain lights. A bit of a focusing issue. Okay, like I was saying, this copper light looks like copper on one side, and it's starting the patina on this side. It's the way the camera is viewing the actual light. This color is all over the light right now. I'll probably throw some pictures in, maybe here or here. Alright. So this is the Rev3. The Rev2. They had a previous version which I completely missed out on, and for anyone who's bought something from Comm, they only do special runs of certain items. It's not like they keep a bunch of items in stock. So this was one of those things. Last year they did a Rev2. It almost looks the same as the Rev1, except the knurling, if you can call this knurling, it's really deep and aggressive on this one. On the last one, it wasn't as textured. I think I like this one a little better. This one just seems to be a little bit more finished as a high quality light. I think a little more thought went into this one than the last one. This one is brighter than the last one. This one is a little bit lighter than the last one. I'm not sure if I like that. I've gotten used to keeping copper in my pocket, so if you're looking for weight, probably not go with copper. But let's break it down. As you can see, original color of the copper right here on the threads. And there's the original copper color. On the inside where my fingers haven't touched, of course it's perfect. We're just running a lithium cr123. For Comm stuff, they don't recommend the use of high-powered batteries, whether it's 18650s or 14500s or whatever. Don't run those inside their products. Their products are meant to run on everyday batteries that you could find. If you're in a situation where maybe you need your light and you're using it a lot, and not everyone's going to have something that's putting out 3.7 volts in a battery. Sometimes you only need 1.2 volts or 1.3 or whatever have you. They make their lights to run on the common AA, the common AAA, something that you can find in everyday stores. Alright, so as you can tell, they've got the anti-reflective coating on the lens. The actual LED itself, or diode I should say, is pretty deep in there. This one does throw. For me, I really enjoyed this. Was my very first cr123 flashlight that came in a single cr123. When it comes, let's put that off camera just for a minute. It comes in a little plastic bag like this. You've got the box, a couple of O-rings, and then it comes inside this sort of cellophane so that your copper isn't tarnished on the way to its new owner. That was my personal one, but here's the way it comes from the factory. So you've got your box in case you wanted to store your flashlight, and you've got the actual flashlight itself. Here's what it looks like, brand new inside the cellophane. I bought this one as a gift. It will be going to my dad for Father's Day. Alright, enough with show and tell. Let's get down to the brass tacks. Okay, so we've already opened this once. Let's do it again. cr123s in the very basic form. I'm not sure about other batteries, but I like Surefire. I've ran them in other flashlights for a long time. They say they have a shelf life of 10 years. I wouldn't know. I always burn through my batteries a little bit faster than that. Okay, what makes the Rev2 version of this flashlight special than the Rev1? I think they did a little weight reduction, as I mentioned earlier, and I think a lot of that had to do with the milling out of the tail cap. It does still tail cap stand. And I don't know if this is a selling point, but right here where it's got these divots on the front part of the bezel, it carries those divots right to the edge. So when you turn the light on and you stand it down, well, this is a flat surface, and you stand it flat down on the surface, on the highest setting, it puts beams of light out around those little edges, and you can kind of use it in a little bit of a lantern mode. Probably not what I would use for a lantern. This one's pretty bright, and it heats up on the highest setting. Okay, so basically what we've got on the high setting, you'll be pushing 300 lumens for about 90 minutes. Medium is 55 lumens at around 5 hours. And then on the low mode, you've got 2 lumens, and that's rated at 110 hours. Now these are with brand new batteries. Like I said, for me, mine's a little scuffed already. Like I said, I've been flopping around in my pockets for about a year, on and off. I don't carry this thing every day because it is quite a chunk. But if I need something that's a little bit brighter than my normal AAA battery, it's going to be this one. Okay, I hope that was useful. Thanks for watching. Let's take this thing outside and look at the beam. Here we are with this cr123. This is the low mode. That wall is at about 10 feet from me. And then if we go to medium, okay, that was 10 feet, here's about 15 feet. It floods pretty well. And then let's kick it up to the bright setting. 300 lumens. 10 feet, 15 feet. All of these trees are roughly at about 15-ish feet. That wall down there's about 50 yards from me. So about 50 yards is what you're going to get out of this thing, out of a single cr123. Again, it's not supposed to throw extremely far for this type of light. It's not a tactical light. It's a very nice pocket flashlight.